Every time we travel to Japan, we always look up ongoing exhibitions and try to hit a few. It's so hard to choose because there are so many every time, so we have to be very selective. This time we went to 6. Some of them have ended, but some of them might still be live. So if you're interested in any of them, make sure you check out their official website to make sure it's still on when you're going. The first one we went to was an exhibition for Osamu Harada. It was held in a museum in Kushiro, a city in northeast Hokkaido. We didn't know about this when we planned out the route in Hokkaido, so I was pretty excited when I found this exhibition. There isn't too much to do in the smaller cities, except eating, so this is perfect to expand my art knowledge and to walk off some of the calories from all the good food we had. Osamu is the creator of Osamu Goods. I was not familiar with him, but I've seen his characters in many places, like Jack and Jill. I'm sure you have seen some of them too. I thought that was the majority of his work, but this exhibition showed me that he has done way more than just the cute characters I've seen. For example, this cute potato guy on the Kelpie bag, Gary's favorite potato chip brand, was created by him. There are large selections of his drawings with different media. There are also greeting cards, magazine illustrations. He even has his own children's book. The exhibition's name is Finding Kawaii. It's such a fitting name. I'm surrounded by cuteness as soon as I enter the showroom. Every single piece of art and item is adorable. I can feel his love of life and passion for cute things. I really appreciate how the exhibition was laid out, starting from his earlier work that are more detailed and realistic, showing heavy influences from American culture. Then he went on trying so many different mediums and styles, and gradually he distilled his own taste to show his own interpretation of kawaii. And Osamu Goods is his masterpiece. They were so popular in the 80s to 90s among teenage girls and had a strong influence on Japan's cute culture. I think this is thanks to his great design sense because he didn't stop at creating renowned characters. He also cares about packaging, typeface, color, shape, material, and everything to make his goods so cohesive yet so unique. Unlike many of the commercially available goods these days, which are just some mass-produced, generic stuff with a character slap on it. It was tough to decide what to get in the shop. I ended up getting 2 cute acrylic keychains, a super bright coaster, and a book that uses 26 letters from A to Z to organize his collection of work. This will remind me of the power of great designs. With simple, clean lines and bold colors, he was able to convey his definition of cuteness. Looking at them really cheers me up. I was really happy that I was able to visit this exhibition. The next one we went to was the exhibition for the manga Kaiju No. 8. This one was held in the gallery Aamo. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's an art museum at Tokyo Dome. I find the name Aamo interesting, so I looked it up on their website. The first A stands for Art and Amusement, and the second A stands for And, Mo stands for More. So altogether, it's Art, Amusement, and More. Their logo is like a bunch of mountains and a sun. Very cute. The venue is decent sized. The first section showcased several classic scenes with large prints and manga panels. The rest of the exhibition is ordered by characters. I know Kaiju No. 8 from the anime, but I'm really happy to see the exhibition is based on the original manga illustration by the artist Naoya Matsumoto. I don't read manga these days because 1, I don't have time, and 2, I find it really weird to read the English translated version. It just doesn't feel right. I actually find reading the Chinese translated versions more natural. Maybe because both Chinese and Japanese share many common kanji characters? Anyway, I really enjoy the anime, but because to make an anime it requires a lot of frames, and a lot of details have to be taken out or simplified, and characters' design are usually slightly tweaked to make it easier for production. So I always appreciate seeing the original artworks in manga to see what they are like straight from the source. This is the first time I'm seeing the manga pages, and I was blown away by Naoya Matsumoto's work. He has amazing skills in world building. The fighting scenes are so epic and immersive. I found it really hard to move away from one artwork to the next, because each of them deserve a good look to fully appreciate the story in it, to echo with the characters, and to reminisce about what happened in the anime. There might be some spoilers, so I won't show too many photos from the later chapters, in case you're like me, just watching anime and not following the manga. The exhibition distributes ID cards for each member when you purchase the ticket. Different characters are distributed on different days. We went on a Saturday, and we got Kafka. If you go on a Tuesday, they also give out Kaiju No. 9 masks, which I think is a really interesting touch. Too bad we couldn't make it on Tuesday. They also have special menus in the nearby restaurant, but unfortunately we cannot have gluten, so we skipped it as usual. There are supposedly quite a few goods, but are selling out very quickly. I picked up an exhibition book and a set of postcards. I really liked the illustrations they had on the large canvas, but they don't have them on sale. The postcard set have some of them. And I got a set of playing cards, which has different artwork on each single card. Really cool. I did an unboxing video for the stuff I got from Japan, and I showed them in more details. I'll put a link down below, so make sure you check it out, along with all other random stuff I got in Japan. Overall, I'm really happy about this exhibition as well, and I got to know one more amazing manga artist. The next one we went to was for the anime Urusei Yatsura, based on the work by Rumiko Takahashi. It was held in Matsuya Ginza, the famous high-end department store in Tokyo. This felt like it was geared towards more older folks, so I wonder if they chose this venue because of the age of the source material and therefore the expected age of the fans. When we walked out of the subway, we started seeing posters on the wall. There are illustrations drawn specially for the exhibition, so we had to stop and take a bunch of pictures. This really builds up my excitement, but the exhibition is actually quite disappointing. I thought it would have Rumiko Takahashi's original work, but it's a collection of screenshots from the recently finished anime. Although each room is carefully designed, with curated collection of images, it still feels like it's lacking something. Maybe some production notes or draft drawings would help to bring me behind the scenes. Maybe something explaining why they chose to remake this anime and what are the changes from the original, director's comments, etc. There is only one board in each room about character design, the standard face from different angles and whole body shot, but that was it. And we weren't allowed to take photos of these pages. They are available in the exhibition book, by the way, which is really thin. Because I got the nice art book from Rumiko Takahashi already, so it was very easy for me to pass on that. One interesting detail is that they recorded the skit with all the VAs. Each room has a fake phone, broadcasting the conversation with Ataru when he calls in. I guess it's supposed to be funny. Sadly, we couldn't understand what the jokes were. As for the goods, since I already got the very thick Rumiko Takahashi's art book, which is what I really wanted anyway, I only got a pin and a weird mirror here. A disappointing exhibition, I'd say, considering how much I enjoy the anime and the art. But if you want to get the exhibition limited goods, it's still worth the trip. The next one we visited was a house. It was Taro Okamoto's home and studio. He was one of the most important modern artists in Japan. The home has been preserved to look like how it was during his life. So I was very interested to check it out, to see what a famous artist studio looked like. Seeing so many artworks and books just motivates me to keep learning, keep creating, and make more art. Another reason I want to check it out is the space cat. They are currently installed in this museum as a special exhibition. This is because Kenji Yanobe, the creator of the cats, share the common artistic philosophy with Taro Okamoto. They both have huge influence on Japan's contemporary art scene. They both are interested in exploring the themes of hope and rebirth, large-scale installations, and the theme of resilience, and love to be playful, bold, and colorful in their works. Kenji's Space Cats, based on his backstory, came out from the Tower of Sun created by Taro Okamoto. Yeah, he tells us that Taro's statue, Tower of Sun, is actually a spaceship. It's really cool to see his drawings and designs of the story and the structure design of the spaceship. There's a small garden outside of the house, and they put a huge space cat in there. Super cool. The vibrant color combined with the shiny sculpting makes it very playful and contemporary. After I learned about the Big Cat Band story, it does feel like an extraterrestrial life rather than a normal cat now. These space cats are also currently on display in Ginza 6, 9 meters long. They're on display until 2025, so if you're going to Tokyo in the next little while, you might still see them. I was also pleasantly surprised that they have decorated the house with space cats everywhere, in different sizes. I'm not familiar with either artist, so I was a bit confused whose artwork is whose, except the cats. But it was really fun to find hidden cats here and there. There were quite a lot of goods in the tiny museum shop. I was very lucky that I got the orange cat that I wanted from the gashapon. Yay! The next one we went to was the Keiichi Tanaami exhibition at National Art Center, Tokyo. It's a large-scale exhibition, and it was wow. Just wow. I don't even know where to start with this one. Keiichi Tanaami works in many different forms of art: painting, sculpting, graphic design, animation, collage. His art is vibrant, surreal, and has a psychedelic feeling. This exhibition is titled Adventures of Memory. It was indeed an adventure for me. It was arranged in a few sections, following the chronological order of the artist. It gave me an insight of how he developed his art style throughout the years, the experiments he tried, how he has different focuses at different phases, and how he was able to revisit his old work and combine the elements he loves to generate new ideas and even better and more complex and sophisticated work. This was easily the best exhibition I've seen. I feel like there are thousands of works, and they are very polished to the very fine details, to the delicate eyelashes and small sparkles in different sizes he carefully decorated many pieces with. The amount of effort and work that's shown in this exhibition is mind-blowing. I could easily spend the whole day there. What intrigued me is that he took any small idea and just kept developing it. When he did collages, he did so many of them. When he was interested in sculpting, he did another whole batch of them, slightly varying the shapes and design, just kept experimenting and kept improving. Same thing for the paintings and graphic designs. He has endless variations of the subject he's trying to explore. It's just amazing. He also digs really deep into his own mind, his memories, and gives them physical forms without holding back. I guess that's why his creatures are so dreamlike, so surreal and bizarre, but so familiar and captivating. It's like he's able to tell things that are deep in my mind that I didn't know of or was ashamed to express. This kind of obsession and self-expression left a huge impression on me. I often get frustrated with a subject with just a few tries and stop exploring. Compared to what I'm seeing in Tanaami's work, I feel so ashamed. On the other hand, his obsession really motivates me. It inspires me to be true to myself and to be more engrossed in my art and pursue what my intuition tells me, and use less analytical mind. Of course, I have to know what I love and how to harness my intuition, but that's a separate story. From the museum shop, I got a book that is a collection of his art and 2 tarot cards. The book is so thick. I know it's gonna be a source of inspiration to me, and I'm gonna keep revisiting it. This was Tanaami's first solo exhibition. What was really unfortunate was that he fell seriously ill and passed away 3 days after the exhibition started, before he could even attend it. This exhibition taught me so much, and I was really thankful that he left us with such a feast of art. I hope he lives happily in his fantastical world. The last one we went to was for the private artwork collection of Takahashi Ryotaro. Takahashi is a psychiatrist. He started collecting Japanese contemporary art in the 90s and built up a gigantic collection. His collection is so big, this exhibition only shows about 50% of them. It's funny in the interview that he said although he gave birth to this collection, it's becoming a big entity and seems to be dragging him along instead. He called it a monster. This kind of collection exhibition is very new to me. I'm not sure how often an individual's collection is so large to hold an exhibition. It's definitely unique and showcases Takahashi's personal tastes. And he seems to be interested in artists who express bold and thought-provoking ideas. There are many famous artists like Yayoi Kusama, Yoshitomo Nara, Murakami Takahashi, and many artists that I don't know of. The exhibition is organized in different themes. Each section brings me so many surprises. So many different ideas are expressed in all sorts of forms and mediums. Sculpting, glass, little figures, large figures, ink, fabric, leaves, color, sand, light, anything can be used for art. This makes me realize that I'm very limited and confine myself into a small box. I always have the urge to play with different mediums. Although I'm not good at them, this gives me some reasons to do so. So this is another exhibition I definitely want to spend more time in. I was so glad I was able to make it. Alright, this wraps up all 6 exhibitions. It was definitely an amazing experience, and I'm looking forward to check out more exhibitions in the future. Alright, I hope you find it interesting, and I'll talk to you in the next video.